Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is Zombie Go Month, and we are here with Game 2. Now, if you don't know what Zombie Go Month, it is quite simple. We have one theme that we're going to be going over for this month, and that is we're going to be looking at games where dead stones come back to life to haunt or kill the players. Now, in Game 1, we had a very, very sad tale where zombies were successful in coming back to life and killing someone. That was very, very sad indeed. Here, you know the month, you know zombies are going to be coming back to life. However, you might not be prepared for what you're going to see regardless. All I will say is it is a much happier tale than our first game, but still very entertaining. This is a game where Kaji decided to play a professional Tudon because it's one of his very, very early games, and you know how strong that guy is, so you should have a little bit of an expectation as to what you're going to see here. Now here are, as you can see, our beloved Kaiju was actually white, and he took on a professional Tudon who obviously was black. Now the opening here is a little bit unusual. I think the game got recorded, maybe flipped or something, because usually we see this in the upper right hand corner, in the upper corner. I guess here it makes more sense to you than it does to me, suffice it to say. A little bit odd, but whatever. Moving along. Black takes 3-4 points. White goes with dual 4-4 for himself. So pretty flexible, pretty flexible. Black creates the, whoops, there we go. Black creates the mini Chinese Fuseki. Almost messed that one up. That would have been bad. Now there are many ways you can of course go and deal with this. You can tell that this game is a few years old because white chooses to play the older method of trying to approach the 3-4 point on the outside. Usually nowadays we would be more interested in something like this. Before that, I think we were interested in something about like this. Around the same time you were seeing a lot of the approaches. You saw the attempt to just play here and get a base, get stronger and attack the pincering stone. Nowadays we're a bit more of playing here. That way we can just go and hit the 3-3. Once we hit the 3-3, we can get life here, or we can connect back. If we connect back, then we can invade this point. If we get life here, then it's pretty nicely successful for us. So things have changed. Things have changed. But that does not mean that this is a bad point. This is still perfectly acceptable. Older styles of doing it this way, also completely fine, if that's what you like. Just try to avoid diving in here and spitting in your opponent's face. He might not like that. And if he kills you, you deserve it. Or she. Or she. So black encloses. He could get a little bit more aggressive here and decide to pincer, that leads to a complicated variation. Apparently he decides that he does not want to get into complicated variations and just encloses. Completely fine. White backs off. Black approaches. Obviously we have to do something about this side. We're probably not going to continue trying to build up. This is now framework versus framework. Hard to say how that goes. Instead, you know, we've got something. Let's break up what our opponent's doing. He broke up what we were doing because we want to expand off that stone. So with this, we know he wants to expand over in here. So maybe since he stopped us, we'll stop him. Black says, I'm going in your corner. And white says, did you not get the memo? I want to expand. Gives him the chance to do so again. Doesn't make this wrong. Does make it interesting. He does not mind his opponent potentially getting influence here. However, black decides to attach rather than play a variation like this. We can kind of see why. If he does play this variation, as you might expect, with the Hane over here, that leads into a cut, and connect, clearly saving the stone. This is a Jiseki, and this, as you can see, leads nicely over there where we already have a breaker. Now, normally, when we play this as black, we want Sente now. Okay, that didn't make sense. Almost did. Normally when we play this as black, we want to be able to play stone in here now and force our opponent to take, so we can maybe even, follow up. That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be terrific. On this board, unfortunately, white is already there. So I guess black decided that playing this doesn't make a whole lot of sense, so he does not do such things. So let's take this away and that away. So instead he's like, no, I'm going to come out. Alright. If I didn't want that to get surrounded, though, I would have just, made an extension over here and... meh. But, I'm not a pro, so whatever. White responds. Black does as well. And now this next move I kind of like. It's tempting to play here immediately. But with this, I guess, being Miai, or not Miai, but available still, I guess white is worried that black will pressure and kind of build up this area. He doesn't want to have to kind of take this, and I guess potentially be surrounded here. To, again, build this up. Maybe even we can see some forcing moves here, let's say. Forcing move here before going back and playing here. That could get risky. This could be an amazing development for black. You can really see what he's aiming for. It's like if my opponent finishes the Jiseki, then I've got leaning attacks. I'm going to double Hane. Obviously, there'd be this exchange. The Atari, and then splatting stones on the middle of the board like an idiot. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. There we go. Before backing away, I suppose. Then surrounding. The surround might force whites to have to live. I mean, that would be beyond crazy. That would be beyond crazy. And now you could nitpick this variation and be like, yeah, but maybe your opponent doesn't have to respond here. You can respond a different way, and this might not happen. But white just said, you know what? No, I don't want this. I don't want this to occur. So rather than invite, even consider any sort of this shenanigans, instead of defending, he's just like, no. That's just not going to work. That's just not going to happen. I'm fine. Black says, alright. Then I'm going to attack, because this is a light group that can be assaulted since you didn't defend. Fair enough. White plays a little bit greedy to put maximum pressure on you by denying the corner. Now we're getting violent. And violence begets killing. And killing, we see zombies. Alright, so we lean. Alright. He decided not to, for example, just cut through, because then you get this, the Atari down and the connect. I mean, that's failure. So cutting that doesn't make sense. We could play here, but then we would get a kick and now we're fine. We could play high, but then we come out and now we're kind of like surrounding, because this is still not good. So we can see black leaning. He's going to lean. He's going to try to maybe get something like this in later and make that area nice and big. Alright, white backs off. Black says, alright, my time to shine. I'm going to attack you now. I like attacks. Oh yeah, give me more attacks. White comes out. But here's the thing. Here's where your reading comes into question. Why didn't he defend that cut point? Why isn't he defending that cut point right here? Why isn't he doing it? Why isn't he doing it? What do you think? Why not there? Why not there? If you said to yourself that he is not doing that because clearly we don't have to worry about it. If our opponent plays here, then we're going to be able to Atari down. Our opponent responds. We're going to play over, threatening to capture. He's going to have to respond again. And then we get to rip this to shreds. If you can spot that, you are a good player. That's why it's comfortable enough just extending. Because this cut point is kind of like a trick. If you can't read this out, then you just lose the game. Sorry. Not my fault. So black lives, doesn't cut. White attacks because he already has the extension here. So this isn't threatening this group because this group already extended. Black is forced to defend. Now we're actively assaulting the base, so we're going to poke at that. Black defends yet again. White decides to expand. Do we pincer this? No reason to. No reason to. This would be a jealous move, and I know you guys are not jealous players. You're able to see, well, if I pincer here, then what I'm saying is I really want to fight over these 4 lines of territory. I want to fight over this. But I could go after the 4 lines, or I could go after the more lines. I'd rather go over the more lines than the 4 lines. So he goes after the more lines. And White's like, I'm going to try to build this whole area up. I like that. Because that means we're going to invade. And if we invade, something might get killed. Must be careful. Also, this now looks like a person with his arms spread. So that's kind of funny too. Alright, defended. Black plays a very odd move here. I thought, and I still think, this is a little bit too slow. I don't know. It seems slow. Especially on the fact that White completely ignores to try to make a wall spanning the entire board. Kind of ambitious. Black says, I'm not being surrounded that easily. No, sir. Try and get him to defend. Oops, black move, there we go. Try and get him to defend. Connect on back, threaten to go over. So we come out. Now obviously we didn't get the wall span the entire board, but this is still pretty respectable. Black says, I will not be a running group. I'm going to kill off the offending stone. White blocks, but now he has Mia. We can take here. We can come out. If this gets taken, this is going to be Sensei, then we can play here. So we're getting a lot for ourselves. So black takes the opportunity to reduce. It's not an invasion yet. White says, all right, I don't want you getting the attachment here and invading me, so I'm going to respond. And then black's like, I'm going to reduce again. Seems slow no matter how you look at it, doesn't it? Little bit slow, little bit slow. I think black is playing slow because he knows he has the undead on his side. He's like, it's completely fine. What you think is yours is not yours, and what you think you took from me will come back to life and rip your face off. So go ahead. Go ahead. Swallow all of my stones. But you might not want to count them as yours. Alright, we have damaged these 2 stones. So black says, I'm going to attack them. Seems reasonable. White defends. Black gets tricky, trying to reverse Sente. White says no joy, not falling for it. No reverse Sente here. I've bambooed to strengthen myself. And then I'm going to cut through. Order here absolutely matters. Like, you can't omit this first. Otherwise, you're giving this in. And then once you respond, this will probably just get cut. And you'll be in trouble. You'll be in trouble. Like, if you Atari, if you try to block this, you're going to get Atari. If you back off, that liberty's free, he's just going to push through. So this will connect up or kill those 2 stones. Order here absolutely matters. We make this nice and strong. Sente first. Always Sente first. I know I had white stone. There we go. And then we cut off. Bit of a panic mode here for black, needing to not get killed here. Don't go down gently. Looking for them forcing moves. Looks like we have a few. Threatens to cut through. Makes a table shape, threatening to cut through as well. Can't respond to it because it's Gote, so it's time to leave. And white says, you know what? That's fine. I'm going to go after the stones behind you if you really want to escape. I'm going to kill some stones. I'm going to kill. I'm going to kill, I'm going to kill, I'm going to kill. Because that's what young Chinese players who have an insane amount of talent do. They just kill things. So as you can see, as these try to get this way, these are being left in the dust. Black tries to distract. If we were to save this stone, maybe we can connect. White says, no, these stones are mine. They're dead. They're dead, man. Don't you know? Don't you know those stones are dead? Not only are those stones dead, though, but look at what black's kind of getting. Kind of getting on the left-hand side. Follow up to keep the kill in place. Keep his group nicely connected. Good. Excellent, even. From this exchange, it looks like black lost some stones, white picked up some territory, and black got some influence in exchange. Okay. Now I have to decide what to do. Still too slow, so we're not going to play over here. Instead, black says, is that influence area really yours? Can I live back there? Can I live back there? Because if I remove this area from you, and black strengthens himself, if I remove this area from you, then you gave me a lot. I have a lot up top. I've got ways to make more. He's gonna be in the lead. He's gonna be in the lead, no doubt. No doubt. So he invades. Didn't come up because pretty open here, could probably live. Nice strong, try to not leave Aji behind. And this move is wonderful. A lot of amateurs get this move wrong. Responding to it. Black says, I'm going to defend this way. Why this way? Two options, right? We can go here, or we can go here. But why? Why up top? Why not this stone? Why not this stone? Anyone know? You can pause and think about the video for a while if you'd like. Why here instead? Why here instead? Well, if we play here, then we still have this attachment. Attachment's big. We can try to Hane, but then there's the obvious throw-in. We could kill it, of course, but the Atari is kind of nice, because after we take, white stone please, then we force this to be filled, right? White then extends. If our purpose was to reduce or invade, pushing your opponent onto the second line, success. That's a reduction. That's an invasion. That works. That works, that works, that works. Not only that, but can we like connect here now? Did I forget something? Because we could like connect there maybe, and there might be Aji here. It's big. It's big. Yeah, we can't even connect this way, can we? Because we can't block because the push sucks. So we have to extend again, then push again? No, man. That is not good for you. So rather than do all of that nonsense, we block this way and force these stones to kind of connect because we can attack them if they do. The other way, we just get reduced. We just get reduced. But this way, we might be able to force them together and then kill them. So all right. White plays here to try to get some shape. White extends to create a cut point, or black does, sorry, my bad. White extends. Not surprising that we're going to get cut. Now we need to live. We need to live. Need to live. Save stones. Definitely save them stones. Definitely don't move other stones while you're saving stones. It's insane. It's alright. So you need to extend again. Honey have 2 and 3 stones, really big. Making some shape here. Making some shape. Okay. Black says, I poke at your base. White says, I need to get more shape. But look what's happening. Look what's happening. As he struggles to make life. As he struggles to make life for his group, Black gleefully goes back after the Aji here. Struggling against this group. Looks like we've got the dead coming back to life. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. White tries to hold on. White tries to hold on. It's like, no, you aren't going anywhere. But the move that almost never works, it works here. Because we have the unique situation where we got these 2 very, very strong stones. What is this thing called? Iron Pillar? Is that what it's called? Sounds familiar. Might be. This iron pillory-like thing. Very, very strong after like a 1-point jump like that. So this works. Try to Atari. Instantly we get Atari back. The dead are anxious. White took. Black plays the Atari. And we can't connect. Much as we might want to, we can't actually connect that because there's an Atari here as well. So if you connect here, then you're going to connect here, and then Black's going to turn. 2 liberties. You're dead. I mean, maybe if white was fighting a vampire, then making a cross in the middle of the board might be a good idea. But unfortunately, he's not fighting a vampire. He's fighting a zombie, and zombies don't care about that at all. That is not the weakness of a zombie. I have seen movies. I know. So we can't do that. Can't do it. So we play the Atari. Remember? We need to go to Co. We need to go to Co. Begin the Co. Poke. But no. This is too big. This is way too big. Does not respond. Because these stones just came back to life. And there's still a cut here. So these 3 stones might die. Once again, we are in a game where all of the stones surrounding the zombie are going to be eaten. All of them. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'd be mad. I'd be mad. I can't fight Co. I just saw zombies come back to life because of a Co. I'd be pissed. But alright. White's pro. He's hanging on. He's hanging on. He's going to push. He's going to cut. Try to make his Co threat as meaningful as possible. Extending to use more Aji. Black says these 2 stones are mine. White turns. Black says I don't care. Now I'd be getting nervous. Because I don't know what value my Co threat had. Those 3 stones are dead. They're dead. They're toast. But there's Aji here. There's Aji with that cut. Atari down and you're dead. So we Atari over. And Atari over. Now, admittedly, if these stones are alive, then you've lowered your opponent on the 2nd line. That is reduction. If this used to be 4th line territory, and now it's 2nd line, it's a reduction. That is a reduction. Sente first. Forcing a capture. In the corner. Oh, I'm sorry. So what I would have done, he plays here instead. Thinking there's something with that cut. Because we can't play here, right? If we play here, then we Atari, now the 3 stones are dead. It's not good. So we have to Atari this way and extend over. And extend over like that. Black says, I'm almost, whoops. Black says, I'm almost home free. Extend, extend, extend. But if he extends one more time here, he's in trouble. Because then white could turn and kill. So he can't play this move. Which is why I thought it was a little bit weird. So he has to go back and play this. I guess his idea was white has to take those 2 stones now. Okay. He doesn't. He goes after here instead. Black says that may have been a mistake for you. White says prove. Now we could extend here. Seems to work. We can turn and kill, or we can come out. But check out the sequence. White doesn't use zombies. He's not bringing his stones back to life. But he is using the odd them quite well. Because this descent is very important. Because the liberty there can't be taken by black, right? This liberty can't be taken. Can't be taken. So we have to Atari. We can't fill it. Which means we're free to turn here. Because our opponent cannot connect under our stone. So those stones, they're dead. Black has to go back, kill off Cutting Stone. Once again, White has managed to kill off some black stones and take some pretty nice territory for himself, I must say. White keeps at it. He's like, I've got forced moves here to make that just premium. White plays the Hane. Or black does, sorry. Now we do have an Atari here. However, we have a better option with the Hane here, because we're threatening a lot. How does black respond? He responds this way. Now when we push, we're getting somewhere. Because this is suddenly affecting stones that are just everywhere. I mean, it's affecting like the Atari here, which might lead into an Atari here. Gotta be really, really careful. This just got complicated. Black plays the Atari, free Atari, sure, why not connect? No problem. Connects this stone up, which made this Sente, because now we can go like right there. So black kills off. White makes shape, further cementing his claim on the stones over there. I like it, making shape, not just like playing away, just thinking you're fine. I'm just gonna play an extra move there. Black bamboos to strengthen this. White peeps the cut. Making some shape for himself since he's like losing stuff here. Black says, these stones are mine. Fair enough, fair enough. Now here's where things get a little bit weird. Black's trying to reduce. White wedges in. And suddenly we start hearing a tapping at the window. What could it be? Must be our imagination. Branches, perhaps. Gonna go ahead and connect. Opponent does too. Continuing along, we get the cut. Look at all of that wonderful area on top of the board that we're getting for ourselves now. But suddenly, the tapping grows louder. Oh dear. Oh dear, what's going on? Okay, we have two liberties. It seems like we're fine. We'll just play the Atari. Black extends. The tapping grows ever louder. White has to take. Black connects. The tapping. I figured out what it is. It's zombies. Zombies are again coming back to haunt White. Now what do? We have to be careful. If these stones are out, then the top stones are in trouble. Everything in the center is in trouble. We can't just defend, we have to attack. If we just sit back and let zombies do whatever they want, they will eat our brains. We have to be careful. So white fights back with the Hane. Liberty is taken. We can now turn successfully and kill off these stones. So this is in trouble. We can take, because we can immediately reduce the Liberty on the outside. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 there. If he turns, we've got 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's not the end of the world. Because he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't take away this Liberty, remember. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 5. He's still okay. We're still fine. We're still fine. But black is hungry. Black is hungry. There's only one thing that's going to sate his hunger, and that is the brains of his opponent. White connects underneath. He has to. Has to. But how do we connect? How do we connect now? What do we do? Well, we have the Atari. That Atari is starting a double Atari. Uh-oh, that's a problem. White descends. Oh, shoot. Black plays the Atari. White connects. White manages to connect. He's killed off a couple of his stones. However, black stones are back to life again. We can't play here. As white, we can never play this move, because this results in a connection. This results in Atari. And then this would result in Atari. So once again, black stones came back to life. Let's take a look at that for a minute and realize what happened in this game so far. White went after these stones, surrounded them, gave up some influence on the side of the board to kill off those stones. But then black made those stones live as white was trying to reduce. Not only were they able to live, they were able to live, and they were able to kill off a large portion of the stones that were surrounding them to begin with. But it was okay. He got in his reduction. He lost the stones in Co, but he got from the Co threat. He did manage to get some stones of his opponents. But then, as his opponent tried to use Aji, a fight broke out, which gave white some bad shape. Black took advantage of it, and now white lost 2 stones, while black stones are alive again. 2 instances in this game, those stupid dead stones coming back to life. Black connects. White's forced to defend himself, otherwise he loses a lot more than that. White's finding that black is cementing his not going to say lead, but he's cementing the points that he has. Like, these weren't entirely taken care of just yet because of the Atari. Now they're completely A-okay. He took out that Vincente. He's not going to lose this stone. White's not going to give him the endgame underneath. He's going to connect. But this lets him push. White push. Black connect. White connect or die. Once again, black connects, saving all of his stones. White connects or in trouble. Moves to continue the endgame. Play the Hane. Now I should point out that this game does not quite go to counting. Doesn't quite get there. And I just double checked to make certain I was right about that, because I wasn't entirely certain for a second. But does not go to counting. But can you see who's ahead? Despite the stones coming back to life, Stone's coming back to life. Who's ahead right now? Who's ahead? This is a good game to practice your counting on if your counting is as terrible as mine. Go ahead and take a liberty. Pause the video. Go ahead and count. Count that out. See what it is. See what that score is. Large move. Oh, man. Monkey jump here. Oh, that hurt. That would hurt so much. I mean, you'd have to get this and this. So this would be worth 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really sure about this point yet. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe just the 4. Maybe 5, I don't know. But getting this in, suddenly it might be worth 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Might be worth 10 points. It's pretty big. Black tries to connect underneath. White says over my dead body. Goes to Ko. What'd I miss? Oh, right. White's threat. Threatens to cut through. Black says not on your life. And I think we return to Ko. Yes, indeed we do. Plays the Atari, which means we take carefully as not to disrupt all the stones, which I did twice now. I just saw it move. I just saw them move twice in a row. There we go. All right. And then black goes back to Ko this time. There we go. Atari. Take stone. And back to the Ko. Black cuts. Pretty big. That's actually huge now. So we have to respond. And then resuming Ko. White finds a threat. Black takes. And you know what that means. Time to go. Gets in that lovely Atari. Guess it's not going to be quite worth the 10 points then, huh? But white says I don't care, I'm going to take. Interesting choice. Black responds. Rather than follow up and watch these stones captured, he has to follow up. You could go back to Ko. What could you do? Yeah, you could take. And then what could you do? Atari under? And then push? I think? No. If you Atari under, yeah, if you went back to Ko here, there's this possibility, but we can't really do it. We can't really do it. What we could do is starting to go underneath here and connect on up. And if we were to deny that, then this gets killed. And if we don't deny it, this connects up, and that's an extra 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 4 or 5 points, something like that. It's pretty big. Because yeah, we can't go here right now, I think, because of the double Atari. We can, like, Atari here, connect, and then extend because of the double. I'm missing something. Oh, right. We had the Atari here. And then that got taken. And then it's black's turn again. So we follow up. Sorry. I get confused when I'm like doing variations like that on a real board. I'm not 100% used to that just yet. Not quite. But here, look at that. Look at that. Trying to get profit off of us being ignored. And what does he do? He goes right back to co. Right smack back to co. Does he still have threats? Wait, this is taken. And this is going here. There we go. Still have threats. And then that goes to co. I think we extend now, right? Am I right about that? That's my guess. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so we Atari there. And we resume co. Full. Messing these stones up means they fall on the floor. Atari here. I'm surprised about that one, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Like, when he Atari'd here first, I thought for sure he was going to connect and not take. Because he didn't take. Don't we have this now? Wasn't that a bad idea? Am I wrong about that? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Feel free to tell me how wrong I am in the comments. Alright, so going back to co. Black says I Atari. White says I can count that 2 is greater than 1. So I don't care. Black take. White connect. Black continues on his endgame. A little bit of a reduction here. Black responds. And then white plays way deep. Now this looks tenuous. This right here is why I didn't just like end the game. And like maybe get another one. This right here, the sequence here this is cool. Because this looks like we can push through, right? It looks like it. It looks like it. And black's like, I can do that. I can do that. That is, no. That's too weak. I can push here. So alright, he pushes. Takes. You know what's coming. It's like, look at this. There's no way you can do this. I'm gonna Atari you. I think white connects now, right? Yes. Black takes. Wait. Undo. Wah. Wah. Someone moved twice. Yeah. Sorry. I got a little excited. I got a little excited. I'm sorry. Got a little excited. He does push, clearly. Clearly, he pushes. Wait, what did he do? Oh, I let him move twice. I'm sorry. Yeah, after taking here. Right, after taking here, we Atari. I let black move twice. I didn't even catch it. Then we play there. Right. Right. So he plays here. Right? Then he plays here. Then he backs off. Then he takes. Then he Ataris. Then he pushes. And then he connects. Yeah. There we go. Now we take. There we go. There we go. And now, you know what that means. Back to co. Now, I want to point out, this is not the first co of the game. It's not the second co of the game. This is like the third co of the game, right? We had a co here, we had a co here, and now we have a co here. You see how large this corner is? You see how large this corner is? Keep your eye on it. Black extends, fighting a co for the third time this game. I imagine his stones are coming down super hard at this point. It's like, what is this guy doing? Whoops, no. Black stone. It's like, what is this guy doing? I brought my stones back to life. I brought my stones back to life. Just accept that you're dead. I am the master of the undead. You will stop toying with me and you will leave my game. Go threats. Lid's getting a little bit overwhelmed. But we are back to Co. Back to Co. Play the Hane. Force us to back off. And back to Co. With this stone, we're threatening to revive our stones and kill those, so that's definitely a Co threat if I've ever seen one. But darn it, aren't a lot of stones being captured this game. Not even sure if you can even count the lids anymore. Black threatens to kill off some stones. Pretty sizable too. 5 of them. 5 stones threatening to capture. But white says, I'm going to Atari here instead. Black's like, why are you doing that? Why? It's like, well, if I do that, then I guess between here and yeah, if I do that, then if I connect here, then he's gonna connect. And if he connects, then there's Aji here. There's gonna be a forcing move here and here and here. There's a lot of Aji in there. I'm gonna have to protect. But it's okay, because it's only 3 stones, right? It's only 3 stones. We're giving up 3 stones. That's fine. 3 stones in exchange. In exchange for the 5. So that seems like it's a good trade for black, right? We gave up the 3 to get 5 as in points of territory. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But then white says, no, no, no. There's more than that. I'm sorry. There's more. There's more. There's more. There's more. I'm gonna play here, and if you play down, then I'm also gonna play here, and if you connect, then I'm probably also gonna play here. Or maybe just here. Either way, it ain't pretty. So black's like, alright, I'm going to play here then. And white is thrilled to death because he gets to connect under. But black's like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to Atari. You're going to connect. I'm going to Atari again. You can't do it because you take, so this stone is still dead. You can Atari here, and that's Sente for me. Until white says, there's a Co there as well. Sorry, you're gonna have to fight that. Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. And now, wouldn't you know it, your last Co, yeah, that's a threat. I'm sorry, that's a threat. Yep, that's a threat. You might have the power of the undead to bring zombies back to life, but I have the power of Co, and Co is stronger than zombies. Co is infinitely stronger than zombies. We throw in. White connects. Oops, my bad. And then black takes. White needs to find something to do now. Easy peasy. Wait, did I put that there? I don't think I did. So white threatens to survive the 5 stones, which get denied. Are we having fun yet, people? Black plays the cut. White says that's not a threat. Rather than get his stone taken, he has to respond. So white gets to Tari, and black has no choice but to respond. White drops down. Black says, nope, I'm not going to let you squeeze more points out of me. I'm going to Atari you. And white says, are you sure about that, bro? Because I am now threatening to kill you in the corner. This corner, which was worth a fair number of points. Fair number of points. Oh my god. Connects. White plays the Atari. Rather than take and worry about shenanigans being like, let's say, here to connect, right? And something like this. Rather than worry about these kind of shenanigans. Has to play another move in there. So white gets to take that stone too. Thank you. Black plays, white responds. Not a whole lot left to this game. Black pushes. Instantly we have a response because we don't want to get cut off in Sensei. That sucks. Descends. Tari. Tari. Connect. And black resigns. Too much. Too much. He doesn't have a lot of territory left, boys and girls. I mean, the lower left-hand corner was sizable. Now it's worth nothing. Well, it's not worth nothing, but oh my god. One... We even play here... Yeah, it's like worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Can't really count this. 8? Not even a 10-point corner? Oh my god, that's so bad. But we now know the answer. It looks like so far the answer to zombies and the answer to stones coming back to life, is get into as many Ko as you can. Zombies apparently can't withstand Ko. Can't withstand them at all. Because here we had stones come back to life and kill off, or we had here rather, come back to life, kill off white stones, came back to life, killed off white stones. And it looks like the answer every time was Ko, Ko, Ko. Absolutely ridiculous what happened in this game. But we have hope that even if you are overrun by zombies in your games, as you clearly saw young Kaji do in this game, don't worry. Find a Ko. Zombies really, really hate Ko. So if you see this happen in your game, look for Ko. It can save you. You saw it happen here. You know it can be done. So I hope you've been enjoying October for Zombie Go month. This is the second of my, I guess, 4-part series of Zombie Go, where dead stones just keep coming back to life. But they make for some really great games. Hope you've been enjoying them. Can't wait to bring you another one. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.